Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is daily update for Mullen stock, and before we begin today's video, I want to start off by saying thank you for the folks that have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate that. It keeps me motivated. It feels like people are understanding my point of view here, my perspective here. I'm here to give you guys advice that I would give to my family and friends. I'm not here to pump any stock. I'm not here to badmouth any stock. I'm just here to give you guys what we see here, what I understand from that, and of course, I am trading the stocks as well, so it's not like I'm giving you guys an advice that I don't believe in, okay? So let's talk about Mullen. I made a video talking about how there's fundamental problems with Mullen right now. It seems like a get-rich-quick scheme, but let me tell you something in the stock market that I've learned from many years, that there's no such thing as get-rich-quick, okay? You have to understand the fundamentals, and of course, when this whole GameStop meme stock had happened, things are, blown out of proportion, and a lot of folks are thinking that it is possible with crypto and everything. People thought that, it is possible to make a lot of money, but not everything can be squeezed into the same scenario, okay? There are different scenarios, different companies. With GameStop, it was a different situation. With Mullen, it's a different situation. As I've been saying in my previous videos, Mullen is lacking the fundamentals, okay, which is, again, they don't have investors. So the problem with that is they keep diluting the stock, and that minimizes the profit that you're going to take from it, right? So if you, for example, got into the price at 22 cents and the price is down to 10 cents, by the time it's going to get to 22 cents, it's going to be a while, because you have 517 million shares sitting right there that to be sold, and they're owned by two different parties, okay? So what that means that every time there's going to be uptick on the price, it's going to come straight down, because, there are people sitting there with the inventory. But there is some good news coming out as well, which I want to address that as well. Not everything is bad. Of course, there's some good news, but the way the good news should be pushing the stock, this is not happening, okay? Catalyst I want to show you guys is the owner's manual for Class 1 EV. Now, this could translate into something really good next week, or it might not. You have to take this as a grain of salt. At this point, as I said in my previous video, we are speculating most of the things right now, okay? There's no hardcore evidence that, okay, the Class 1 EVs have been shipped or anything like that. There's speculation. I mean, there's a couple of folks on Twitter showing videos that, the cars were in the lot and now they're gone. Things are happening there, right? But you have to be very cognizant of the fact that these are not proofs, okay? This is what somebody's trying to show you, but they couldn't translate into nothing, right? Because you already have, now, for example, LAX has asked Class 1 EVs to be used as like a prototype, right, at that time. So this owner's manual, it could translate into something, or it might not translate into anything, but you got to take this as a grain of salt. So this, again, is a regular manual for the car, which means that they have put together the car and they came up with this whole thing with the manual. Otherwise, they wouldn't have come up with a manual if they don't have a car existing, which we already know that the company that built this car, which Mullen has acquired last year, they might have built these few cars, right? They put together this manual, and this is, again, tells you everything about the car, where to charge it, where the turn signals are, what this stands for, the hood release button is. So it shows you everything, right? The good news is the car is there, okay? It's not like they are just giving you the specs. They actually have the full spell here with the full whatever, warranties and like everything, the tire pressure. So this is in my opinion, this is semi-good news, okay? Let's take a look at the chart. So aftermarket on Friday, we saw a little bit of an uptick here for 456,000 shares were bought. Again, 90% of the stock is owned by retail investors. So every time there's a little bit of an uptick, retail investors get in, they try to cash the momentum or whatever the case is at that point. But note that you have a supply level here at 12 cents right now. So even if it hovers around 11 cents or 12 cents 25, it's going to come down to 10 cents again. We'll see what news comes out next week. As I said, the manual could be translating into something big, or it might not translate into anything right now. So again, Mullen has to deliver something on March 31st, because if they don't, we have a problem. The stock is going to dip, and that's going to be a real issue for a lot of people. So I'm hoping that we'll see a positive news next week. Let's hope for the best, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.